I did want to touch on asteroid impacts as well. Just on our own planet, there's the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. It was like the crater's like something like 70 miles across and like 12 miles deep. Like that's just the impact zone, but it would have been like worldwide cataclysmic, whatever. But it's not even the largest asteroid impact that the Earth has received so far. There's a crater in covering most of South Africa that's like 120 miles across, and there's one off the coast of India that's similar to that scale, like out in the ocean. And I don't remember the exact number, but something like 50 like major scale asteroid impacts that we've discovered so far written in like Earth's geography. Like I'm not like a doomsday kind of person or whatever, but I mean statistically it's kind of just a matter of time before our history ends up getting reset again. So
you're saying that an asteroid wiped out all the dinosaurs?
That's what the evidence seems to point to. There's a
70-mile wide asteroid.
Oh no, the asteroid itself.
That's the impact crater, though. The
asteroid itself, I think, was about 6 miles in diameter, but the crater it left was like 70 miles across and 12 miles deep.
That just makes it even more bizarre that one little asteroid on the size of this whole friggin' planet.
Well, let me put into perspective the kinetic energy this would have had. It would have had the impact force of like 1 billion atomic bombs, like the kind that was dropped on Japan in World War II. 1 billion with a B.
But so what's that do? That's not putting out any kind of nuclear shit into the air. What's it going to do? Vibrate a bunch of stuff?
What it does, the biggest thing is not like the shock wave or the compression wave from the impact. It's actually the ash that gets kicked into the atmosphere. Like it would have basically caused a nuclear winter that would have lasted like dozens, if not hundreds of years. And when you have a nuclear winter, no sunlight gets through, and photosynthesis stops like instantly, like as long as this happens. So the only plants that can survive are ones that can survive without sunlight or without sunlight for extended periods of time. And since plant matter is the base of the food chain, all the herbivores die, and then all the carnivores die. Then the only animals that can survive through an event like that are ones that can either hibernate for long periods of time or are very opportunistic or usually even like more intelligent.
So how long was this ash blocking the sun after this 6-mile asteroid hit?
I don't exactly know what the math is on this, but it would have been likely decades, if not hundreds of years.
Really? From a single asteroid?
Yeah.
I'm not asking to be a wise ass.
I mean, you think
I don't know.
70 miles worth of dirt flung into the atmosphere. Not only that, but like Mike mentioned with the kinetic energy on this thing, I mean, we're talking this thing hit so hard it could ignite air.
Yeah, everything within probably 500 to 1,000 miles of ground zero for the impact zone would have basically just been vaporized, like completely just reduced to like atoms. Like it's almost completely insane how much power this would have had. Another point of evidence for this as well is there's something known as the KT boundary layer that's found in every layer of geographic strata that contains the layer that's around 65 million years old. What we find there is a thin layer of iridium dust all over the entire Earth. Iridium is a very extremely rare element on Earth, but it's a relatively abundant element in asteroids. And thus far, no, like dinosaurs as we know them, no dinosaur fossils are ever found above this layer. They're always found below this layer due to like a layering superpositioning with older layers being deposited onto younger layers. It's pretty stark evidence that this is what killed the dinosaurs. Earth has had a very rich and diverse history. As I said, this wasn't even the biggest asteroid impact that the Earth has endured. There's another one that was, I think it was the one in South Africa or off the coast of India I mentioned earlier. This would have been a much bigger, much more powerful asteroid impact, but this happened around 2 billion years old, or around 2 billion years ago. So if there was life on Earth, which at that stage was very unlikely, it would have been basically like ending all life on Earth. Yeah, so if you look back at this asteroid that landed in Russia not too long ago, there's actually like dash cam footage of it. Left like a big like white streak across the sky, but this asteroid only being like 150 to 200 feet in diameter, so way, way, way smaller than the one that killed the dinosaurs. This one by itself, like on the way down, it was like flattening like a swath of trees behind it. It hit the ground and it was registered like the echo from the explosion like rang around the world. Like it could be heard like all around. It's pretty nuts.
When did this happen?
This was. Oh, no, I was thinking of a different impact. This one was from 1908. There was one that was more recent, but it was probably a lot smaller.
I didn't hear anything. I mean, I was born in 1902. I don't remember hearing anything back in 08.
He drank too much estrogen and it made him forget.